We're going to talk about the art of smart. That's kind of catchy, don't you think? The art of smart. And what do I mean by that? Well, you know, I did some study around the word intelligence in this last week. And I was talking about it in one of the other coaching programs. And I'm going to share with you just the two definitions of intelligence. You won't believe it. I was so shocked. So, intelligence is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge. So, that's the first definition. Not anything like I thought intelligent was, okay? Nothing like what I thought. My mindset is pretty negative around that word. The second definition is the ability to perceive the correct order of importance and then act in accordingly. That's pretty common sense, right? That is the second definition of intelligence. So it's really, really common, and I cannot tell you, you may be one of these people. How many people, I've worked with a lot of people since 1999, that if you mention the word intelligence or being smart, or that there's an art to being smart, that usually brings up a negative connotation because what they base intelligence on is whether or not they got good grades in school. And whether or not they got good grades in school also comes with, you're always the pupil that the teacher calls on, or maybe you're always the student that always raises your hand and your answers are always right. So that's another piece of a vision, if you will, that people associate with their own intelligence. And so, but remember, the definition of intelligence does not have any of those things I just described. It's basically a person that can acquire knowledge and apply it. That's how you really know if you know something. That's intelligence. And then being able to perceive things in the correct orders of importance. And I really, really want you to acknowledge that and really get the concept with all human beings are infinitely intelligent. All human beings are infinitely intelligent, okay? And let me give you a true story about intelligence. So I have always struggled in math. And, most of you know, if you're listening to this webinar, that, I worked directly with Alan, and he coached me for several years before he passed in 2009. So I did not do well in math at all. And I could subtract, I could add, I could divide, and I could multiply, and that's really about it, okay? But one day he asked me, he said, "Can you catch a ball?" Can I catch a ball? Well, of course I can catch a ball. That's a pretty stupid question. I said, yes, I can catch a ball. I actually played softball for 3 years. I was a pitcher. I wasn't that great at it. I was really better in the outfield because I could catch a ball. And if it was hit to me, I usually caught that ball or stopped that ball if it was a grounder. So, of course, I could catch a ball. Why do you ask? He said, well, do you have any idea? Do you have any idea the complex computations that you have to make in order to catch that ball? And kind of went over my head, I wasn't using my intelligence at that moment. But he said, in order to be able to put your body into position, put your hands in the position, you could be off a fraction of a second or a fraction of an inch, and it would throw you off and you wouldn't be able to catch the ball. Or how high you may have to jump, or how low you may have to stoop. Just all the computations that go in before you actually get in the position or able to catch that ball. And I said, nope, I really hadn't never thought it that way. And he said, yeah, he said, there are a lot of mathematical computations that you figure just in a matter of seconds, when a ball is thrown at you and you catch it. And he said, that's a genius. That is math. So it really kind of changed my viewpoint on the way I look at math and around intelligence, because I can catch a ball. Most people can catch a ball, but maybe probably because they did get good grades in school in that subject, they have assumed, and their mindset is that they're horrible, that they're stupid, that they're non-intelligent, and it's incorrect. It's wrong. So the next time, hey, if you're not good in math, just remember that story about the ball. Can you catch a ball? If you're still doubting, have someone throw you a ball and catch it, and that will change your mindset. So the next thing is the other thing that really, really increases intelligence. Oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how much this really affects intelligence, is if you associate yourself with people who know how to win and know how to help you win, just in life, everyday life, basically running positive processes on you, not negative processes on you. You know, before you hit the big win, you've always had a lot of small wins to make it to that final end result. So that is one of the discoveries that Alan made. He kind of did an analysis of those students that were really winning big and those students that weren't winning big. And what he found was the ones that were winning big and the past clients that won the biggest, they always surrounded themselves with people that were really positive influencers on them and that knew how to contribute to them being positive and to help them do things better, not focus themselves on the negative things that they messed up on, but how to do things better, and in a positive way. So with that, I leave you with, write out the things that you know how to do well. Okay, write out the steps that you took in order to get to that place, in order for you to do that task or that thing that you do really well. Because I guarantee you acquired some knowledge, then you applied it, and then you knew you could do it. And that's intelligence. And surround yourself with those who are having a positive influence on you, helping you do the things that you do well, up in a different level, a gradient, if you will, and life will even be more impactful and more positive. You'll accomplish and have bigger wins, and that's demonstrating intelligence. See you next week.